Welcome in, everyone. You're listening to Zelda Speedruns. We have a 2-1 Crosskeys match between Zaruvyen and Zaxorai. My name is Jaxie. I'm your restreamer and one of your commentators this evening. I am joined on the mic by Adirondack Rick, and on tracking we have TumbleTalk13 and Crazed Gamer. Rick, the stage is ours. How are you doing?
I'm looking forward to what's going to be a fun match between these two runners of the Z letter. Zaruvyen, Zaxorai, both skilled runners. They're going to be a lot of fun watching these two. So what did we end up rolling with this seed?
Just gonna let the runners go off really quickly. So we rolled out of possible settings of all dungeons, starting flute, inverted key drop, and pseudo boots. Rerolled all dungeons and pseudo boots. So, not the worst, but it's going to be a moderately sized seed.
Yeah, this will be at least a little bit of a distance of a seed, so sit back and relax. We're going to be here for a while, and we will be starting right now, in fact. Starting off in Link's house with one Zaruvyen. Zaxorai starting off with a Sanctuary start. And we get ourselves half magic there. That's not bad.
Yeah, half magic's pretty good, honestly, in terms of quality of life items. We won't really have to worry about.
That's a good start. Finding out the bush crabs give you bombs. So now you're going to be able to get the back three of escape while you're in this area.
Yes. Desert left over at the tree stump. Yeah, but it looks like Ruby is going to be taking more to an eastern route. And speaking of, actually finds Eastern Palace.
I did not see what we had at Lumberjack. What did we find? I mean, it's all dungeons, so we do have to do Agate Tower. Oh, yep, Ganon is there. So, I mean, that's double reasons that we have to do this.
We have a Quake at Eastern, and yeah, the fact that we have Ganon at Lumberjack really doesn't mean anything, given that we have all dungeons.
Yeah, because we're going to still have to find the two Agate Tower keys.
Yes. Which those two could definitely be ice rods on their own.
Yeah, we just hope we can find those early. Useless Fairy over at the Sanctuary, and we get a first sword right there for Zaruvyen. That's a good find.
Yeah. I mean, no one's going to say no to a sword.
Alright, Magic Bat is located at the Useless Fairy drop-down, so a little bit of unfortunate luck right there for Zaxorai, but we've already seen our 3 bad drop-downs. Now let's find out what the back 3 of Escape have for us. Bow in Eastern.
That's interesting.
Extremely interesting. We get a pod small in the back of Escape. So, I don't know Zaxorai's normal stance when it comes to Eastern. If they're the type like Zelda that like to hold off doing it, especially when it's early on. But that bow in Eastern could make things interesting. Now, Zaruvyen can't finish this dungeon because we don't have the Eastern Big, but what's to say that Vanilla can't shape up here? And I do agree with chat. This has been a stacked Eastern so far. We find Paradox Middle here in the village. So another thing I'm noticing here, we did find a dark cave, and it looks like Zaxorai was using a bunch of bombs to try to figure out where we were. I don't know if that was DM Descension that we had found. Canis Samaria at the Lumberjack drop-down.
That's a good find. All right, and
oh,
so
yeah,
here's
that's
back
absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so here goes the pod small for Zaruvyen. Zaruvyen spouting the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon MSU pack.
Yep. Mystery Dungeon, definitely one of my favorite game series. Hence why I decided to start on his audio. We will be switching between audio at various intervals. Thanks to chat for pointing out anything that needs to be fixed. Because believe it or not, managing a restream and doing commentary at the same time is not something I've done before and very difficult.
It's fine. You got yourself a professional. So
Absolutely.
the answer to the question by chat here, you pick up the map because what you're trying to figure out right now, even though this is all dungeons, you still may want to find out what is a pendant, what is a crystal, so that way you can make particular choices. Who knows what could be on the pedestal? Also, for instance, you could find yourself with a pendant dungeon at GT. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's that gets really interesting when you have that, because then you have, your pendants are obviously locked behind 7 crystals, so. But at least it does kind of defer, oh yeah, I don't need to care about most of the things that are in this dungeon because you'll likely be in go mode anyway.
Looks like Zaruvyen is going to be entertaining a dive into desert, which was not something that we saw from Zaxorai. There's only one chest that you can get here, but the connectors can also be very important. So we see what's on the torch. That's interesting. We definitely need that later on. So real boots will be required for 2 reasons this seed. Smith chain located at the library. That's going to be really convenient for when we do bring back the Smiths, providing we have the mirror for it. Good information to find out that Desert Middle is Super Bunny exit.
There's Meyer.
Also good information. And unfortunately, nothing we can do about the Meyer shed, which is funnily next to Meyer.
Geographically speaking, it's vanilla-ish, I guess.
In relation to where it normally is, yeah, absolutely. K45 found here. We're going to go ahead and scout what is on the ledge. Race game gets us a compass. That's good information to get early on, is what is there, because that might strengthen your importance either to finding the mirror, or in certain cases, if the mirror turns out to be there, we need to hunt down connectors. Also, Zaruvyen choosing to go through Paradox. That's something we didn't see from Zaxorai. So we got 2 whole different mindsets here in play early on in this seed.
Ooh, and there's real boots. All right.
Yep, so now we can get that rod.
Kind of interesting how immediately, we rolled pseudo boots, which is like, yeah, you get to go fast, and now that is immediately negated.
Get a couple of maps here. Again, maps are just primarily information at this point, and we get a small key to the Palace of Darkness. So we've already seen, between our runners, 3 pod smalls. Also, Zaxorai has found the Old Man Rescue at the Hyrule Castle entrance.
The Paradox lower goes out to Desert Right, so we're going to continue from this route. I'm assuming we're probably going to just continue going south here. That's exactly what Ruvy's going to do.
Yep. And we get a chest out of this. Alright, so...
Oh, man,
find out what the old man has for us. Gotta be a little careful. Oh, no!
Oh.
Now, thankfully, because we haven't lost the old man, Zaxorai is going to go back to where the old man is in that cave.
That's just unlucky.
It's unlucky. It's a small time loss. as opposed to the kind of time loss that would have happened should Zaxorai take this death right a few seconds later if the old man was returned, because who knows what else is here on this mountain that Zaxorai might want. So this was the fire rod for Zaruvyen, our first light source.
Yep. Pretty early fire rod in the logic as well, so I expect we're probably going to have to... There's a moon pearl that is lamp locked. We go out Desert Right and see where that takes us. Hey, look, nice. We can't do anything about that yet, so we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, so we need a glove in order to lift up those rocks.
With the boost, we can now check this entrance over here, so that's nice.
And I like this strategy by Zaruvyen is you're pressing your advantage at this point in time, or what you presume is your advantage. For Zaruvyen, they don't know whether or not Zaxorai went into that paradox early on, but you've got to press on as if maybe they did, and if not, you've got yourself a little bit of an advantage if it turns out to be something special. We didn't find anything special in that cave, but who knows? We could very well have been.
Mm-hmm. So we're picking that up for Zora money.
Yes, we are. So I got a few questions about this pathway. Obviously, a lamp is going to help solve some of our question marks about this seed, and it very well could be on the bottle vendor. Could very well be over at the Spiral Cave. We didn't check that. Could be in the first check coming up here in this Turtle Rock. One thing to note here is because Zaruvyen has the fire rod and Zaxorai doesn't, this isolates the two roller room checks for Zaxorai at this point. Unfortunate, but I think Zaxorai is thinking about... Okay, we're just going to take the death. We're just going to quickly get ourselves out of here.
Yeah, and I mean, that could be a problem for Zax if it turns out that something is there. Because, I mean, when are you going to come back to TR at this point, to having done the first check in the front?
So meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and check these two entrances in the Dark World. And Zaruvyen also has the rupees to check Bottle Vendor with the 500 in hand. Nothing in the two left side Dark World mountain checks. It's one of those where you really want to check it just in case, because you never know if there's something special in one of those checks, and if you put it on for the longest time, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. See my race versus... see my week 4 race for an example of this. Okay, so just a piece of her on Bottle Vendor.
Yeah, nothing too consequential there. But, I mean, Ruvy's going to probably check this after he does Spiral Castle anyway. And Ruvy is going actually into the front dungeon here. So, right now, this is not in logic because we are missing the Spiral Castle small. That doesn't mean that we're not going to find anything useful here. There's the boots for Zaxorai.
You definitely check this in a circumstance where the back of escape is accessible to you easily. The only time you would concern yourself about checking this is if it came to be a case where the start of your sanctuary is at Pyramid, or it's locked behind the GT, or you're at Lumberjack, rather.
Casa Tower. Yeah. That's the only two scenarios where you'd worry about this, but then otherwise, like, it's just like, okay, like, we don't really care.
Zaruvyen setting up for a death. Zaxorai is going to show us what the Paradox Upper is, which we did not see from Zaruvyen.
Yeah, Ruvy immediately chose to go down instead of checking up, which, I mean, I don't hate it. That's a choice you can do.
They probably figure they're going to be coming back to this village,
Yes.
and as a result, you give yourself an extra reason to come back later.
Yes. So we found one of our must connects over at Hookshot Exit to Paradox Top.
Yeah, so here comes some interesting things here. Zaxorai with the Moon Pearl is going to be able to check these 2 checks inside the Mire Shed. Now, unfortunately for Zaxorai, they chose not to go into desert to find out what's on the torch, so they don't... Oh, the mirror! That's a huge find!
You were saying?
I mean, they still wish they had gotten that fire rod out of desert, but the mirror is quite substantial in Crosskeys. And there's another side of the Hyrule Castle, so we have logical access over here.
Yeah, so that mirror is locked behind Moon Pearl, which means that mirror is also lamp locked.
But we could very well find this lamp over here in this Thieves' Town, because we just found the Hyrule Castle connector, so this is logical, what Zaxorai is doing.
Yes.
Trying to avoid everything, because right now Zaxorai is essentially in one-hit knockout mode and hits the Zazax at the doorway.
That's unfortunate. Minor time loss, but yeah.
Yeah, this is where Zaxorai really wishes they had that sword that Zaruvyen has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even just a fighter sword just makes things so much easier, especially with dashing.
Yeah, you just run right through these enemies. You don't have to worry about getting tackled for a 2-heart loss.
Yes. There's one of our Castle Tower Smalls.
Keys.
Spiral Cave.
GT found for Zax. Interesting. This is another case where they really wish they had that fire rod.
Yeah, because
this big key to this dungeon.
Nice. Yeah, because we can do tower room here. Now, of course, just because you have fire rod does not necessarily mean that you want to do right side. We don't even have any small keys to be able to do the right side.
We don't, but we could have taken the key from the other side and did it over that way. It's not necessarily... It's about getting those 4 checks. It's your CPMs in that case.
Yeah, that's like the one time you might want to do that. That's not usually a play I would do, but it's a play you can do.
Nice and still a delete here for Zaruvyen to get to the man under the bridge, who has a small key to the other castle tower.
Wow. So both CT keys, very accessible. Now, it's possible that CT key could be very deep in the logic, but
yeah,
I mean, it's a CT key, so who really cares?
Only in the sense that maybe you aren't chasing up to the end of the castle tower immediately. Yes, you still have to do it. Zaruvyen missing the whirlpool, and now has to be careful. The Zora!
Oh my god!
Wow! And Swamp also found. That was quite close to a death right there, and would have been
very close.
Brothers Connector.
Yeah, now unfortunately, Zaruvyen will not get put into a water walk state because he does not have Moon Pearl, so he cannot check the other side of that connector. But we can check Zora here and check what's on the ledge.
Yeah, you're happy to see a heart there. You would like to have a heart container, but you are happy to see that's a heart container.
Yeah, as opposed to something like maybe a glove or, a hammer, something that you really want to have right now. You're just glad you feel like, okay, I never have to worry about this check ever again.
And Zaruvyen showcased that they can splash delete just a moment ago. Nothing on the Zora area. We are done with that. And Zaxorai is going to go and see that there's the fire rod on here. And again, it's just more of the checks per minute for Zaxorai, where you feel kind of about missing out on the opportunity to get to the compass chest area of GT early on here. Because it's still locked behind 4 small keys, it's just more of the, I could have had this while I'm there.
Yeah. Checking Bonk Rocks here. Just a shop.
So Zaruvyen will get over in that direction soon enough. Zaruvyen hasn't checked Hyrule Castle itself, and that is where the Old Man Rescue was.
Yeah, and once Ruvi checks that, he will get his Moon Pearl.
Yep, and Zax is going to find out the same result here. You can't really do much without a glove there.
Nope.
Considering the fact that you just saw that this was the top of DDM, maybe you might consider, now with that Fire Rod in hand, going into Misery Mire, and that looks like that might be Zaxorai's game plan here. Gonna be challenging for that first room, but still doable.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get our first check of Flute 2. Oh, no, we're not.
Yes.
We're gonna go into Hyrule Castle. This is what this plan is. Oh,
Yeah.
pod! 5 checks currently in Logic with that bow that Zaruvyen has out of Eastern.
Yep, but we can presumably just go to the back and get a few more checks
And that's
there out of
exactly
Logic.
Yeah, that's exactly what Zaruvyen's going to do here. However, just noting on the Logic part, because we're still trying to figure out where this lamp is that's supposed to yield us the Moon Pearl. And oddly enough, the only connectors that we have seen to the Dark World are DDM.
So it's possible that the lamp could just be here. Not in this room though, potentially.
Yeah, this is 4 key locked coming up here. This next check for Zaruvyen, and then everything after that's going to be lamp locked.
Art piece and
Hammer!
Oh my god! Ruby was either very
Zaruvyen
pleased with that or not happy with that at all.
Well, Zaruvyen's not happy about this because this is now a beatable dungeon with another key.
Yeah.
Zaruvyen doesn't have it right now, and they really wish they could have the key that that Zaxorai has.
Yes.
Now, these next 3 checks, Zaruvyen cannot find a key at, but I bet you if we find a small key in the next 3 checks that come up after this, Zaruvyen's going to consider finishing this dungeon.
Yeah, small key would give Ruby an interesting decision here.
Oh!
Because he can...
We just found the Hyrule Castle small in Darkcross.
Wonderful.
Zaruvyen needs to be... Oh, the glove!
Oh my god.
6 key
Glove
locked.
is 6 locked. Wow. So that's probably our mitts, if I had to guess.
Also,
from
Hyrule
Mire.
Castle middle comes out Mire's side.
Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, a small key in these next checks here for Ruby would be a very interesting decision for him because he could choose to go beat the dungeon, or he could choose to come back maybe when he has more keys and try to maybe get some more checks done as well.
I'm still expecting to find the lamp over here. Not
Yeah.
guaranteed. We still got a lot more checks to go. We found a skull small in the brewery over at Desert Left. Skullwood's keys are always luxury keys.
Nice.
That's a small key to this dungeon!
All right, so what are you deciding, Ruby?
And we are going on.
Yep, he's committing. Mire and Desert are
Mire
big
and
six.
Desert.
Okay. 5 hearts. Sure.
Well, the most troubling thing, I mean, obviously Helmasar is going to be a battle. But the more troubling thing is going to be coming up here in this next room. The beetle room here.
Yeah, the Terrapin room is, if you don't know what you're doing, Dark Terrapins can get very quickly out of hand, and you will find yourself dead in seconds.
The thing is, what Zaruvyen's probably going to try to do is get them at least knocked over and then light the torches so you can help yourself.
Yeah, it's just that once you get hit, it's kind of difficult to find your bearings, because then you have to, watch for all of these turtles, and there's 6 of them.
Yep, there we go.
So
we're just going to light the torches first. Yeah, absolutely makes a lot of sense here. So pretty well done here for Zaruvyen. Now just got to get through this dark room where, if you know where they are, you're going to get through it without taking damage. Now, an interesting decision coming up here for Zaxorai with this Eastern coming up. And we're going to do the double bombs here to get 8 hits taken care of. Oh, we're going to go quadruple bomb.
All right.
All right, so we missed one of the bombs, but no problem. Get to the arrows, get 8 of them in, and you're dead. Beautifully done here.
Going for arrows.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah, be very, very careful.
There we go, we got it.
There
and Zaxorai, thankfully, is going to go through Eastern, so we'll get the goodies. The Quake Medallion here, the sword, then the bow.
Yep. Yeah, this will be very good for Zax. And Pod was a pendant. How funny. It's not like that we didn't really care whether or not it was a pendant, because we need to do this anyway, so...
Yeah, and it's all dungeons, so you... Yep.
Do a quick audio switch over to Zax, who's using Stardew Valley for their pack.
Nice. So Zaruvyen's going to go ahead and use this portal, go back over to the middle area.
And Tamaltalk giving a comment. Tamaltalk actually doing something absolutely crazy, is tracking 2 matches at the same time.
Yeah, Tamaltalk has been one of the MVPs, and you too have been a great MVP of this tournament so far, Jaxie, but...
Thank you.
The amount of stuff that Tamaltalk does is unbelievable, and the fact that they're doing it here, both this and also a Kabuki match, is just crazy.
Yep. It's actually kind of funny because, the fact that I'm doing this restream, if I wasn't restreaming this match, the fact that he double tracking wouldn't have worked.
So Brothers Connector is going to give us an easier pathway to Zora, but we really don't have a reason for having that connector at this point.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're going to Ice Rod area on Ruby's side. This makes sense.
Absolutely. You just got that glove, so no penalty.
Yeah, and the glove definitely gives you some checks that you can do right now in Light World. Ruby is still missing the Old Man connector to be able to get Moon Pearl, because then he will have regular Dark World access.
Yeah, they have not gotten to Hyrule Castle to go up the mountain just yet. That's got to be coming up here real soon, and... trying to see what the next game plan here for Zaruvyen is going to be as we make our... Oh, we're going to check the Death Mountain climb entrance. Smart routing. And we're getting our first check of the eastern area, too. featuring TR right, which means that we have the Chain Chomps in logic right now. Lion's Hut. Featuring things that you don't want, don't need, and things you might absolutely want.
Yeah, Master Sword. We do need that. And the big key to Meyer, which we absolutely do need that.
Which means Meyer, as soon as Zaruvyen finds it, is a beatable dungeon.
Yeah. Incoherent, I think chat just wants a ped seed and not necessarily... To be fair...
Chat always wants a pet seed.
Listen, I used to be that way where I would wish for torture. Tomotalk has now taken that job from me.
All right, well, I forbid you to do my week 5 restream then.
I am the angel and Tomotalk is the devil.
Okay, I forbid both of you from doing my restream. Allison, where's the button to turn the restream eligibility off?
I don't think you can turn...
the man's behind the hammer, so that means that would be your first glove.
Yeah.
So that's your first glove. You can almost put an exclamation.
There's the lamp.
Oh, there's the lamp.
Lamp locked behind fire rod.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have all the pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, you're supposed to reverse route from TR right to the back of, to the front of TR.
Mm-hmm.
Except for you need more than one key for that. So where are TR keys to put that in logic?
Yes, that is a good question.
This also gets Zaxorai back up on the mountain. To get this small key, which is one of our TR smalls, so... Okay, we're getting closer.
More checks are necessary before we can understand what the...
Except for that Moon Pearl is locked behind the lamp.
Yes.
Eastern Big!
Not bad.
That Moon Pearl is locked behind the lamp. The lamp was in TR front. I'm still trying to figure out things here. Don't mind me. So, Zaxorai is going to go back. We're going to finish off Eastern, and then we're going to be at 2 dungeons done, or 1 dungeon done per runner here. So I don't think the TR smalls is how you're supposed to get to the TR front. So now I'm very curious, because we still have what looks to be 3 entrances that I haven't checked that are currently in logic. There's the Lift Rock that is outside of Desert. And then we've got Flute 5 and Eastern Palace, those 2 entrances. I have a funny feeling we're going to find either Hookshot Cave or one of the Spec Rocks. And that's how we're supposed to be up on the mountain.
I have a feeling that Spec Rock is probably going to be the connector that we're going to find of those 2, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Because, again, I think with the TR small that is locked behind the mirror, which, by the way, was locked behind the Moon Pearl because it was in Mire Shed. By the way, Zaruvyen is in here with the fire rod. Also, shows their dissatisfaction for the big key of this dungeon. But also, they have the hammer so they can sequence break the stuff on the left side.
Yeah, that's an option you could do if you're trying to be efficient. Only one small key, so we're probably going to use that on compass checks.
Yeah, we're going to get that, and then we're going to get the key back and probably take a death warp back to the left side. And then pick up the key that's out of the pot. And again, this comes down to checks per minute. Blue cane on the Armos Knights, and we get our first crystal in the hands of Zaxorai. As you mentioned before, both of these runners, 2 and 1 here in this tournament. A lot of good runners in the 3 and 1 bracket. Also a lot of good runners in the 2 and 1 bracket. I think we just saw Old Man for the first time over at the Dark Saha. We find Hera at Dark 5.
Find Ether Medallion. Ice Small Key.
Luxury Key. And you see Zaruvyen setting up a death warp here, getting 2 hits damaged by the red beetle. We're going to go ahead and grab this key and then just take the death back to start.
Yeah, Ruby is setting up the death warp so that way we can sequence break the left side. That's a lot of checks there that we can get out of logic. Not in logic without a hook shot, though, especially the DM room, but it's checks per minute that we're really concerned about here, so we're going to do whatever we can.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, both of these runners are 2 and 1. And while taking a loss here does not, mean they're out of the tournament, it does mean that they're on risk of being eliminated from bracket if they were to take another loss after.
I should point out the main bracket, because you've got the best of the rest bracket this year. Which, to me, as somebody who's never qualified for the main bracket, that's a great idea. Flippers are hookshot locked, so we know that hookshot cannot be in Swamp Palace this time around.
Yeah, so we're not going to get burned by that first check.
But as I was saying, that the best of the rest bracket is a wonderful thing, because this tournament, as it's grown to only at one point only allow 16 people into brackets, was just absolutely extraordinary that only 10% of the runners in the tournament a couple of years ago, just absolutely crazy in the sense that so many runners that are great just missing out because either they had a bad luck run or they just couldn't get the right opponents to go up against. They just had some of the skilled opponents and they were just 1 or 2 steps away from being able to make a run.
Yeah, and we've already seen some really, really close matchups at this tournament already that if that was the way that you went out of main brackets, that would be devastating.
2 smalls.
Nice big.
Pod are in the randomizer room. So Titans mids are also behind 4 GT smalls.
Interesting.
Logic is just a word at this point in time. There's the Thief Small, And there's the pod big for Zaxorai. Now, they haven't seen pod at Flute 2. Now they're going to go do what Zaruvyen did and sequence break this trip to Zora. And they run out of arrows, I think.
Yeah, so forced to save and quit there because they are soft locked. Nothing of note in Vanilla Big Key chest room, just a whole lot of bombs and a single rupee for Ruby's troubles. And we're going to go ahead and get the big chest here. Just a piece of heart.
And we're just going to go ahead and exit because Zaruvyen hasn't finished checking these entrances over here. And this will be Swamp Palace Discovery.
Mm-hmm. Save and quit.
And Zaruvyen's still not going to Hyrule Castle. Now, this is mirror out of Mireshed.
Yeah, that is the main piece of the puzzle here that Ruby is missing.
It's a tale of two different, distinct advantages. That's the other side of Fairy Ascension. So Zaruvyen's just going to take this to get a quick trip back to the village.
Don't know if you saw the other side. Just looking to combine this route.
Yeah, this is just getting back to the village. I wouldn't be surprised if Zaruvyen lumps this together with a trip to Agate Tower to check that first check, or... Nope. Okay, we're checking the other entrance, or the other exit out of Paradox, which is going to let them know that this is another way up to the mountain. They've already seen this way via the desert main entrance. For Zaxorai, this looks like we're going to be checking what's on the ledge and then dropping down to the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, and Ruby really needs to find this Moon Pearl because Mirror is also locked behind it, and so you're seeing Zaxorai is able to combo in a lot of checks very efficiently, just by way of having that mirror and getting spat into Dark World with connectors.
And now a lot more for Zax to do, as they have now found their way to
Library.
The main Dark World library with a GT small, so the puzzle continues to grow.
Someone in chat asking, so yeah, Ruby has 2 CT keys. The problem is that you can do Dark Aga, and I have no doubt that these runners can do Dark Aga. It's just that Dark Aga is slow, and generally you'd really like to prefer to use CT clear as like a cap off, like as your last dungeon that you clear in this kind of mode.
Zaruvyen finally getting to the castle, by the way. This is huge, so they can get up to the other side of the mountain with the old man rescue. The lack of the lamp for Zaruvyen, I think, is kind of the biggest factor. But this is also big in the sense that they're not getting baited into a trip to the pyramid, because really, in Zaruvyen's mind, yeah, you can get to the pyramid, but then what? You only got one check. I mean, the entrances might be something to you, but it's still not in logic.
But this will be good for Ruby because he will finally get his Moon Pearl, and thus his mirror will soon eventually follow, and then he'll be up to where Zaxorai is.
ALttPR Bridge has been located via the DM Descension Cave. Also, Zaruvyen about to get this Eastern Big. Potion shop located. Come to think of it, we haven't found a bottle yet.
No, we have not.
So, pretty soon, this logic isn't going to necessarily come together for Zaruvyen, but they're going to find TR up here, and they're going to be able to get their lamp, which is going to piece together some of this missing logic.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, with 3 hearts and boulders still smashing on your face, we'll choose to go get this health refill.
Yeah, I would rather be... I would definitely take this decision as well, because, I mean, if you die here, that's just time that you are never getting back without some crazy player gamble. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate the decision to be safe here.
So this will be the lamp for Zaruvyen. They will get all 3 items out of this.
Mm-hmm. I was able to do this all in 1 dip as well, compared to Zax, who did this in 2 dips. So we're going to be able to do a little bit more efficiently.
And Zaxorai is going to go to the Ice Armos. Just unfortunately not going to be able to get the flippers over the left side because of the lack of the hammer that is in pod, which... It's interesting that Zaxorai... The one thing I'm hoping for Zaruvyen, before they go do anything like the castle, is that they remember that they have a 2-item cave on the bottom of DDM.
Yes, that is definitely something that needs to be there. Alright, so here's the blue mail and the lamp upcoming for Ruby. Just take the
And
Desmond and get right out of there.
We also found out that this Turtle Rock is a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go ahead and mark that on Zaruvyen's side. And Zaruvyen's going to go ahead and take this hookshot cave.
Crazed, I marked it for you. You're fine.
Yeah, we got it marked down, the crystal that TR is.
Shout out to Crazed and Talmatalk for our trackers this evening.
Okay, so hookshot goes right back to the Tower of Hera.
Interesting.
Now, this will work out for Zaruvyen in the sense that they might be able to get into Myra's Shed, but they also are going to get baited by this connector. Yep, they're going to get baited by this. This is unfortunate for Zaruvyen in the sense that with that mirror, they would be able to lump together checks. This is a tale of 2 different big items. Zaruvyen with the hammer and the glove plus other glove, the mitts rather. And Zaxorai with the mirror. So it looks like Zaxorai is going to be trying to get back into the Dark World via the same connector that we just saw Zaruvyen go through here with the Elder.
Mm.
And there's our Spectacle Rock. So I have not resolved any of my questions yet.
I'm not going to be much help to you either, I'm afraid.
No, this seed needs to answer the questions. Nobody can answer this question but these two runners as they find the items. Because we're still trying to find out how we're supposed to have that lamp.
Yes. All right, and now the runners are...
They're high-fiving each other.
Yeah, they are high-fiving each other and then going their separate ways. Although Zax is probably going to reconverge on Ruby after this route.
Yep. It was just the difference of how they got to the bomb shop right there. It was absolutely wonderful. We head over here, Swamp. This is going to be the last part of this. Well, Zaruvyen probably will take this over to TR or to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, that's definitely a check you do. TR small.
Okay, so
a bottle.
I think that confirms that spec middle or spec top rather needs to be
How is it?
Yeah, because that's got to be how we're supposed to be getting the moon pearl, getting the lamp. Again, logic is just a mere suggestion, but it's how the seed wants you to do this, because there is a logic to how the seed wants you to do things, and we just haven't figured it out yet.
Desert Wind?
That's not it.
Spec top. Wow. Wow, so this seed just keeps confusing us even more. So spec's not the answer.
What is? And TR left also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only thing I can think of is that maybe there's a flute outstanding, but I don't think that's it.
Either that or a hook shot. A hook shot would put things into logic too. Now, Zaxorai is going to give us Eastern Palace. We're going to finally check this. This could be the answer. It's Ice Palace.
And we don't have any magic to continue in, so we're going to leave.
Behind that fire rod that we found behind the boots. So, easily in logic. And Zaxorai is going to join Zaruvyen over here at the Dark Shopping Mall. Oh! Zaruvyen wanted to death warp. Game said no. Piece of heart.
Yeah, so Hammer is in the back of Palace of Darkness, which is
it's in
4 key locked.
Basement.
Yeah, 4 key locked and lamp or fire rod locked.
All right, Zaruvyen gonna go to the front of this area, and we're gonna find out where old man back is. Yeah, the village. Okay, that answers that question. Thank you. Should have figured that.
Oh, are we doing catfish?
We are going to catfish. One of those checks that can really hurt you if you put it off for the longest time. Just ask anyone who played that casual boots acing qualifier.
I did not play in that qualifier. What was there?
The bombos, which was needed because that was your access into Ice Palace because the fire rod was in there. Because Rule of Fire.
Ew! Ew! Oh, Rando, why do you continue to be so torturous to us?
Yeah, so that made it interesting because of how it treated everything on the qualifiers. That's why I'm going to get my butt kicked by Jammo on Thursday. Zaxorai is going to find out that this is the Palace of Darkness coming up and probably be like, why haven't I checked this a lot sooner? 55 minutes does it feel bad for checking what is a Spear 1 entrance.
Yeah. But this will be good because Zax will finally get his hammer.
Yeah, this is a huge stepping stone for Zaxorai. Because now they're going to be able to get the connection point of not only the hammer, but also the fact that they can get their mitts out of this as well. The glove in the back of Dark Maze, and then get the mitts out of the well at Magic Bat.
Yes.
So like Zaxorai, we're Kane. This will be dungeon clear number 2 of this all dungeons festivities that Jaxie has me talking about today.
Yeah.
You wanted chaos, we got chaos, Jaxie.
I never said I wanted chaos. I said I wanted content.
Chaos, content, same difference.
Listen, Tom will talk about torture. I want content. There is a fundamental difference.
No, really, same difference.
Rick, you know me too damn well.
Yes, I do. That's the reason why I was easily to agree to do commentary with you here.
But also isn't like I've been wanting to do comms with you for years.
And you got your chance.
Finally.
Buckle up. We got another hour and a half together.
Yes, we do. That was a very nice Armos kill.
Absolutely.
And first crystal for Ruby.
Textbooks set up there for Zaruvyen and dungeon number 2 for Zaruvyen. Now, Zaruvyen can get 2 more dungeons complete. They know they can do Castle Tower because they've got both Aga Tower keys. They also can do Mire. The more important thing about going to Mire at this point in time is the fact that this would allow them to finish. Actually, they've got 3 dungeons they can finish.
Yeah.
Zaruvyen's going to have 3 dungeons that they can finish. They don't know it at this point in time, but they're just around the corner from Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get a bonus check that we didn't see from Zaruvyen because Zaruvyen didn't have the keys to check this, just bombs. This would have made a difference if this was a sword upgrade or silver, something that Zaruvyen's not going to get.
There's Ice Palace, which we learn is a crystal.
And here comes the glove for Zaxorai. And I don't know about you, Jaxie, but I'm expecting either Flute or Hookshot to show up here.
Yeah, because, I mean, what else do we have left at this point? Like, we thought it was a connector, but game said no. And we haven't gotten any other strong leads at this point. So I feel like it has to be the Hookshot or the Flute. That has to be our answer at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Talk, what the fuck are you saying in chat?
spell key of this dungeon. Thank you very much, game.
Red mail.
Okay, red mail. That's a good find. Zaruvyen probably doesn't red mail because they haven't found the mirror yet, but little they know, if they go next to buyer, they'll find that. Still nothing. One more check.
Chat, why are you indulging him?
You know why? Now you know why I ignored chat for the most part during the course of a commentary.
Yes, I do.
Because encouraging the trackers sometimes is an evil game.
Listen,
okay, we did not get any sort of answers out of this. All right.
Listen,
what's that flute 5?
Yeah. Listen, I love a good instigation from time to time, but like at some point, you just realize like it's not worth it.
Fight against Helmazar King for Zaxorai and Zaruvyen about ready to go up against the Cold Stare. I like this setup here. We got half magic. We got full magic bar. Let's not run into the anti-fairy to lose some of that magic and some of that health, but I still like this setup. Let's see if they go with the splash deletion here for this fight against the Cold Stare. Children, don't make me turn this car around. Nice splashing. There we go. And so the questions continue for this seed as Zaruvyen picks up dungeon number 3. All dungeons here in this battle between Zaruvyen and Zaxorai. As we welcome in those coming in from Telethar's channel, and oh, Zaxorai runs into the kid here, so has to take up with this whole story.
Yeah, the pseudo boots didn't really matter as much because, I mean, like, pseudos are nice when you have a longer mode like AD, but then they just got immediately invalidated by finding the real boots.
Okay, so Desert, I forgot we could do this dungeon.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where Zaxorai is considering on going. Oh, we're gonna go back to the Mire area. Check this. I thought we were gonna check the lift rock. We must have already done that. Oh, okay, yeah. Mimic Cave. One of those caves I forgot to mark down. No good to return out of it, but there we go.
Alright, here is Land Molus for Ruby. And we're not using the bow, because Fire Rod is much better. Sorry, Clear Mouse.
We don't need to apologize to Clear Mouse. If you're gonna apologize to anyone, apologize to Gem. But it's 2:05 where Gem is, so they're in bed, hopefully. Crystal Desert, so now that's 4 dungeons done for Zaruvyen to Zaxorai's 2. But again, Zaxorai with the mirror. A little bit of indecision here by Zaruvyen, but we are going to continue to search. We are going to get a check that Zaxorai was unable to get earlier. It's going to be the Pyro Castle entrance, or the Aga Tower entrance here. That's because Zaxorai, when they were up here, did not have... Oh, that's right. No, we're not, because we don't have a mirror.
Ruby really needs to go over Meyer's shed and get that mirror.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, because that is just another piece that just would make his routing so much easier. And we are joined in by a raid from Zelda Speedruns 2. Welcome in, raiders. Hope the Kabuki match went great.
Yep, you are currently watching. This is going to be the shed area for Zaruvyen, by the way. You are watching all dungeons in this Crosskeys match. So many tournaments with C in its name. Or we're gonna get distracted by Swamp Palace entrant, or the dam rather. So again, we know that we cannot find the hook shot in Swamp Palace.
That is true.
Because of where the flippers were. By the way, high five.
Another high five, yes. Yeah, so... Yeah, we can't find the hookshot in Swamp because flippers were in DM room. But it's possible. So there's the mirror for Ruby coming up right now.
Yep, this is a huge piece of this puzzle for Zaruvyen that puts them on equal footing as far as what Zaxorai has been able to do. And they're going to both be admired together. All right.
Yeah.
Both of these runners can finish off this Misery Mire. Beautiful start here as Zaruvyen missed on the Fire Rod shop. Felt like they had a faster Mire too because of their beam swords. Good move to pick up the arrows. Going to need them later on this dungeon. And I do agree with the chat's assessment here that Ruby is ahead on the dungeon count at 4-2. However, now they're going to be checking some of their mirror-blocked entrances that we saw from Zaxorai earlier. So there's going to be a little bit of time given back.
Yeah, that's one of the trade-offs there. And that's partially due to the fact that Ruby just got that mirror super late compared to Zaxorai.
Ruby is, looks like... I was wondering if Ruby was going to actually go to Vitreous first. And it looks like we're just going to go continue on with this dungeon at this point in time. We're already getting to see what's on left side. Nothing in the compass chest that I saw. We get a big key to TR. We need that in cutscene.
Ruby does not seem to be doing left side right now. I imagine he'll probably go back for that because you skip that right now, you're not putting yourself into a good position.
Yeah, this could be the race if they choose not to go back in after they're done. They're gonna go do Vitreous, and then afterwards, will they come back in to check left side? That's gonna be the question. It's all dungeons. You're not in go mode. But we do know now we need to get that big key. So Zaruvyen is going to be first to Vitreous, but only by virtue of not doing the left side of Mire.
Yeah, I think I don't know about this because so the thing is that cutscene just is a bit of a time investment, and given that Ruby is rushing Vitreous,
Actually,
makes me really concerned for whether he might not go back in.
no, Ruby can't go back.
Oh, he doesn't have a key.
They use the key to the door, so they have no key. They are not going to be able to go back in.
Yeah. That's gonna be a problem.
So they will not go back in until this could be interesting here on the whole how the seed plays out. Because you do need that TR big at some point in time in this seed. Obviously, we can't beat TR just yet. We have not found where the ice rod is. But
yeah, well, maybe Empire Small and Ruby would go back in, but it's hard to say for sure. Because, like, at this point, you have no reason to go back in. This cutscene is just such a slow check. It's one of those few checks that it's like, you say you're skipping it, you're just like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm just not going to go back in. But yep,
yeah.
So Ruby's going to leave behind a TR big here, which could be very, very problematic.
That could be the race right there, and
it could be.
We're seeing them going to go pop into that first check of Swamp, and again, we know that this cannot be the hook shot. And they're going to get locked out because of no Swamp Small rather. This is going to be to check the... I thought we were going to check the Myra area, but... instead, Zaruvyen is going to get a small key coming up here in Dark Cross. They're not going to be happy about this small key because it's a small key to this dungeon.
Yeah, and it's even worse because it's like you've already cleared out the rest of this dungeon. It's just like getting the small key to this dungeon is just a slap in the face because it's just like, oh yay, wonderful. I don't need this at all.
Taking a question out of chat here, where were Flippers? Flippers are in GT. It is in the Staff House room, Dark Magician room, whatever you want to call it. It is hookshot locked. And here comes the TR big check. And we haven't found TR laser bridge entrance yet.
No, we have not. So we're probably going to see this exiting from Zach's side.
Yeah, we're going all the way through at this point. It's 5 items plus it's an exit. And we still have a force out. In fact, we have 2 force outs still. We have the TR... You're not going to get the answer after you do the 5-6. Sorry, Zaruvyen.
I think Ruby was not expecting to see that he had it that early.
So we still have the TR laser bridge exit plus the bumper ledge as our 2 force outs that we still have to put into consideration at some point with our connectors.
GT small.
Oh, good. We're getting close to having the pod.
There's the hook shot.
Hook shot. Oh, boy.
So that's in logic, isn't it?
It is, especially given the fact that Zaxorai came out at the bumper entrance.
All right, so now we're all back into play here. So now everything is back in there. So that's how we are supposed to get up on the mountain to be able to get our Moon Pearl. That's disgusting logic.
Yeah, there's many questions I still have about this seed. Chess game.
Tempered sword.
With a sword upgrade. Yes, we take those. So the good news is Zaruvyen's going to be able to get that hook shot without...
Oh, we're getting a pet check. And it's trash. Sorry, Tom. Actually, wait, why am I apologizing to you? You always want torture.
And we're going to get our first check of the Village of Outcast in the Skull Woods area.
Ravine needs to hope these Smash Monsters soon. He's not going back. He's not going to go back until he gets funneled into that, and I think that's very unlikely because he's got just a lot of things he can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Skull is a crystal.
And this is going to be the GT left side check, which is going to get Zaxorai their flippers. Oh yeah, powder too. We haven't checked Magic Bat yet.
No, we have not. Which Magic Bat is definitely an option. So looking at what we need for at least no mode right now. So we need Swamp Small.
Swamp Small.
Thieves Big.
Thieves Big, that is correct. And Ice Rod.
And Ice Rod. Yeah, I think that's about all we need.
Bumper, which is one of two remaining connectors that we've yet to see. Without the cape, we can't do anything with it right now. And Climbers on Zaxorai's side with that hook shot in hand. Now, Zaruvyen will get that hook shot soon enough. Because this says TR right over here, the TR Laser Bridge. Which honestly might not be a good scenario here for Zaruvyen because it's not going to funnel them back to Meyer, left side Meyer for a while.
And here's the bridge. There's that GT Small, and will eventually be his hook shot.
Yep, on the very bottom.
Yep, right there. Yep, so now Ruby is completely back in logic.
Spends the key to make sure that they don't need a key going back into TR later on, but it might be a while before they come back to TR.
Mm-hmm.
Chat mentioning the Swamp Big. We do not need the Swamp Big in order to beat the dungeon. That is one of 2 dungeons where you don't need the big key in order to beat the dungeon. The other one, of course, being Skull Woods. But we haven't even found the back of Skull Woods yet.
No, we on Ruby's side.
By the way, for our tracker on Zaxorai's side, we have seen Thieves Town on them, so we can go ahead and mark that on their list. We got a great crew here on Zelda Speedruns tonight.
Yeah, shoutouts to all our crew. Yeah, shoutouts to our trackers, Crazed Gamer, Tom Talk, and shoutouts to Adirondack Rick for agreeing to co-com.
The runners bring us the action. I'm just here to talk about. Bombos, which will open up an entrance.
And I'm just here to bring you the restream, but also do commentary as well.
But you wouldn't be here if it weren't for the runners either.
That's true.
Back into pod, this is going to clear up the last 2 checks for Zaruvyen. We have found all 6 keys. Bombos was the only thing we have found on this climb so far. And again, Bombos is not insignificant. We do have an entrance at Meyer that requires that Bombos.
Alright, let's see how well Zaxta knows his agonometry. Very nice triple.
Pretty nice triple there on round 2. Round 1 wasn't as adventurous, but got it done 3 cycles. You take that.
Yeah. There's Aga 2 down. And I believe this is Uncle that's behind
Yep.
Ganon.
That is.
Okay, so that is 2 checks. Ice Rod is 6 key locked in pod.
Behind 6 keys. Might take Zaxorai a little bit of time to get back to that. So both runners with a piece of the TR puzzle that might take the other quite some time to get to. Because for Zaxorai, that's the only chest they have left in pod. There's our cape. Cape is not insignificant either because we found Bumper Cape, and we still haven't found the Bumper Cape upper, which will lead to an entrance there as well. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Zaxorai goes over to Hera to finish this off over at Dark 5. And that is exactly where Zaxorai is heading to.
Looks like we're getting an ether tablet check, or yeah, it looks like we are getting an ether tablet check on Ruby's side. I think Ruby was not sure where he wanted to go.
Well, Zaruvyen also needs to get that small key that they know is right there on the Spectacle Rock.
Yes.
And while they're here, they're going to go into Hookshot Cave.
Yes. Get the remaining items that were in here, which I don't think there was anything in here that was of significant value. Oh, we haven't checked this yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten here yet. Zaxorai hasn't come back here yet. There's one of our Myers Small. And that is huge for Zaruvyen out of the sense that they need one if they're going to get to left side Swamp or left side Mire.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
a question of when he goes back, because that's going to be a while. He has no incentive right now to go back to left side.
Right, it's still going to be a while, but they need it if they're going to get back there at some point. So we did find Desert Small over here in Hera. Dead rocks being dead rocks. Double on Moldorm, and that's our other pendant. Wait, that's only 2 pendants.
That is only 2 pendants. I don't believe we even know about our green pendant yet.
And we haven't found Zahashwala yet either.
No, we have not. Okay, so Bombos for TR.
Bombos is the
Ruby is in an interesting position because he could totally choose to go back. I don't think he will, though. Now. Or maybe?
We are going back. We are going to GT.
Going to GT,
we are not going back. We're going to GT.
Yeah.
Yeah, so both
Ruby,
of these
you're right
runners...
there! Wait. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like Ruby's going to go ahead and... I guess...
Here's what Zaruvyen is doing right now. This is what Zaruvyen's doing right now. They didn't do the map check the first time in. Because they didn't have the keys for it if they wanted to get to Ice Armos. So here they are getting to this check.
Yep, and presumably, yeah, Ruby's going to climb here.
Yep.
Yep.
So...
Yep, we are further committing to never doing Mire.
And again, it makes sense at this point in time. You're just missing the 2 items. Just, we know that Zaruvyen needs to because it's got the TR big. But as Alizin has pointed out, both of these runners are going to pretty much last locate a major piece to beating TR. Zaruvyen with the TR big, Zaxorai with the ice rod that's in pod big key chest.
Mm-hmm.
I just personally think the situation is slightly worse for Zaxorai because of the sense that it's 2 versus 1, but it gets negated by the fact that, you know, Pod is at Flute 2, the potion shop. Now, I'm hoping that Zaruvyen sees this Bombos, and that when they go back to check the TR entrance, they get them back into Mire to check the two on the left side.
Yeah, because between the 2 runners, Zax is definitely in a better position to find his missing piece of the puzzle over Ruby, because cutscene chest is just well, yeah, but I mean,
it's bad.
Chest is also long and important. Yeah, both of them are bad. Don't get me wrong.
It's just who's going to get to that missing piece first. And we're still not done figuring out the mechanics of this seed. We still have to get and find Skull Woods. Zaxorai still needs to find Desert Back on the... Wait, did Zaxorai find... They were over there in the Dark Shopping Mall.
Can whoever's tracking Zaxorai confirm or deny whether they have found Desert Wind? I believe that is
if they had,
Tom.
But...
Okay, Tom is saying that they have not seen
It's just interesting if they haven't because of the fact that it's on Dark Shopping Mall, and they did bonk to get to TR Left.
Mm-hmm.
Which is under that lift rock there at Dark Shopping Mall. You wanted chaos? We got chaos, Tommeltech. Just not in the way you were expecting it. there's the bombos for Zaruvyen, which, again, I'm going to say that is the best chance for Zaruvyen to get back to the TR entrance.
Yeah.
And then get back to Meyer afterwards. That's the only thing I'm thinking of at this point, because you wanted to check that, because you still haven't found Swamp, or you still haven't found Skull Woods. Yeah, Pod is at the potion shop at Flute 2.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that Zax is slightly better off with his situation for...
There's no reason for them to come over here if they hadn't.
Mhm.
And we'll find out if that bomb wall is open. Yeah, they found Desert earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is Desert Wind here. Yeah, so both runners, item-wise, are on pretty equal footing. It's just they're missing the TR piece, and then they're missing the collective knowledge that we don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be number 7 for Zaxorai. This is number 6 for Zaruvyen on the Dungeons Cleared. Now, Zaruvyen...
Nice.
They have found Agate Tower. I know they found that earlier, so we can mark that off. They haven't found Tower of Hera. I don't think they've been to Dark Flute 5. So still some interesting things to have to sort out about this seed. And we still got a lot of entrances that I haven't marked off yet, because I don't think either of these runners have been to any part of the Village of Outcasts yet.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm just taking a look at our trackers. I believe that based on collective knowledge, I think that confirms that Thieves Town is Green Pendant.
I don't think either runner has the answer to Swamp Palace yet. So I don't think we can confirm that yet.
Right. Oh, yeah, it could be Swamp. I always forget Swamp. Sorry.
Well, we got the map to Thieves Town.
Well,
So
okay,
Zaruvyen,
now
if
we
they
can
really
confirm
wanted
it.
to All right, here comes Hookshot Cave for Zaxorai. Zaruvyen's just going to finish off these entrances here, which we know none of them are the Skull Woods back that we are seeking. Zax already did that.
Yeah,
Minor
just thinking
stumble
about
there.
thinking about where Skull could be. What have we not checked? We haven't checked the TR entrance.
We haven't gotten to any of the Village of Outcasts yet.
Have we done ice?
We have not done ice. We still have the Meyer entrance and the TR entrance are still question marks.
Yes.
One of our 2 remaining connectors, whether it's Bumper or Super Bunny, is going to get us to the Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, still don't know about that one.
And we're going to get some more information here in the Village of Outcasts.
Checking the brewery entrance. Nothing there.
So far, just a bunch of fairy fountains. Meanwhile, I think Zaxorai is going to get ourselves into a position where we are going to check that TR entrance.
There's Skull
Thieves
Wind.
Town is where Skull's back is. Which actually may be a bad thing for Zaruvyen, because now this deprioritizes the TR entrance, unless we're still looking for items. Now, I don't know, have we found Mini Moldorm Cave yet?
I don't think we have.
We're still seeking items, because we still have yet the Thieves Big, the Swamp Small outstanding here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this could be Mini Moldorm Cave right here in TR. Here's Mothula for Ruby. There's Mini Moldorm.
It is MMC. All right, so 5-item cave, so that will prioritize this. Like, I'm just still trying to think of any way that Zaruvyen could remotely get back into Mire, because we know they need to get the TR big. There's a skull small for the logic purposes. There's the Thieves big. All right, so one of our needs are there, so Zaruvyen does need to get over there at some point.
Yeah, I do kind of get the feeling that Ruby is probably waiting more on the logic to tell him what to do, and thus is why... there's another Mire key.
Well, there's two right there. There's two.
There's two. Yeah, I think he's waiting for all three before he's like, yeah, no, this is something that's in play now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, absolutely, cutscene chest is a horrible check.
There's Super Bunny. And if you're somebody who's tracking entrances, and these runners do track entrances, you know... Oh, Sick Kid, okay. Nothing there, but could have been. If you're tracking your entrances, you know you're running low on your connectors.
There's Silvers, and there is Hair Small. That's... Yay! That's another check. Swamp is a crystal.
There's our bumper. So yep, you are right in the GT or the Thieves Town being green pendant.
Hey, look, there's thieves.
I mean, you're right around the corner from Thieves, so you just got the big key. You're going in.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're Zaxorai, you're hoping that you're going to find your Swamp Small and your Ice Rod here. We know one of them could be here, but we know both of them can't be here.
Yep. Because we know where the Ice Rod is.
So, yep, we are Swamp Small from the collective No mode.
Yeah, and it's very probable that Swamp Small could just be here in Thieves. Because we've exhausted a lot of this game.
Yeah, but we haven't exhausted all of our MIT checks yet.
No, we haven't.
Like, for instance, the Breadsmith chain.
Yep, that is... Yeah, Smith chain is an option. And those mitts are now in Logic, because we do have 6 Pod Smalls. And actually have been in Logic for quite a while.
Yeah, on top of that, we have the GT Smalls, too. And now Ruby has all 4 of the GT Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and for the fastest Breadsmith check ever.
Yep. You always love it when Breadsmith is here because then you don't have to worry about anything. That's Mirror Bonk.
Well, you love it when it's there, but you don't like it when it's there. Small key, Swamp Palace. There it is. That's no mode.
All right. Yeah, so Ruby needs to get his butt over to Thieves Town and especially the TR entrance. And hopefully when he gets over to the TR area, he will get his butt back into Mire for his TR big. However, Ruby, I have a feeling, is going to be hugging more to Logic, and is going to wait until he gets that Meyer 3.
And I mean, I guess there's a piece of me that understands it, but there's also the piece of me that doesn't understand it either. But this is somebody who never qualified for brackets and lost his Zaruvyen in a Crosskeys race, so there we are. And we found Sahashvala, who won't have anything for us now. Oh, we get a sword out of it, at least. Check.
Yeah. And I mean, at this point, Zax is probably in a much better position to go back to Pod than Ruby is to go back to Meyer. It just depends, like, because, like I said, Ruby's going to hug the Logic. Zax can flute to 2 at any time he wants to.
Zaxorai has the best case scenario of hugging that Logic because they got the mushroom.
Thank you, Mr. Angry Pants. I completely forgot we do not have a flute. It's been a long day for me, okay? Yeah, what I should have meant to say was, yeah, Zax can go over to Potion Shop basically whenever he wants to, but it's really going to depend on, like, if he gets something that's going to make his route a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's a flute, or maybe if that's something a little bit more enticing, but yeah.
Yeah, Zaxorai already was late getting into Pod as it was.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Where was the other CT small? Hobo, right?
Yes! Man Under the Bridge was where the other one was. And that's a tough check when you isolate it. I'm getting grilled by the potato. Oh, nice hair, Biggie. I'm getting grilled by the potato here for my lack of usage of the word hobo. I mean, Jaxie already said the F word here. I mean, we already we already threw away the PG here.
Listen, it's ZSR. We can say whatever we want within reason. And Zappical last night was throwing it right, left and right.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different from Zappical.
That comms last night was fantastic.
Zappical seems to be listening to us a lot for somebody who has the icon of the muted speakers. Here comes Hera for Zaruvyen, by the way. Or not just yet, but this will be Hera for Zaruvyen.
It's a very nice Argus kill on Zach's side.
And they get
There's the Mire
other
3.
Mire Small. Just as they were saying, it was right in Mire.
Desert Small?
Or Swamp Small, rather. Or Swamp, whatever. We are in no mode. So, Zaxorai needs to get back to Pod to get to the big to get the TR big. And there we would be in go mode. But Zaxorai also needs Castle Tower, which is at Hobo. That's the middle hole.
Yep.
And then back down the hole. Zaruvyen is probably just a little bit
Yeah.
razzled here.
Yeah, I think Ruby's maybe a little bit tilted.
Yeah, you gotta calm yourself down at this point. You're an hour 47. Nice spike cave at Mire entrance.
Yeah, and to be fair, Ruby is definitely not going to be happy upon finding the TR big and cutscene chest if he gets back there.
Yeah.
A shovel.
Yeah, and we haven't seen what the shovel is yet.
Yeah, I didn't see that on Zach's side, so like.
Yeah, we haven't checked to see what the shovel is yet.
Well, it can't be much of anything useful because we already have all of our pieces.
Yeah, we have all of our information here. I mean, it could be very well be vanilla and be something that's not special to us at this stage, but would be special to our runners, maybe?
Yeah. If Shovel was flu and Zax checked it, that would actually put Zax in a very good position.
However, we're going to go to Skull Woods, and we're going to probably go check out on the other side of Bumper Cave with that cape in hand. But we first got to get these 6 checks that we can get to. And of course, Sarah Basement is here to languish in Zaruvyen's bathroom break here.
I was wondering why Ruby wasn't moving for a second.
Or coffee break. They might need a refill. We don't judge. Chat may judge. We don't. Thank you everyone for watching us here on ZSR. You know what would be a good idea? Jackson, this would be a great idea. If you click the follow buttons to these 2 runners in this Crosskeys matchup, that would make their day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do follow the runners, Zaruvyen and Zaxorai. And shoutouts to our crew as well for being able to put on this broadcast.
Yep, Crazed Gamer and Tomo Evil Tech. I chose my words appropriately here.
It's a great nickname. I'll have to use that more often. Oh, we're getting a pet pool.
Yay! We're getting nothing, and we're gonna like it. Here comes Desert Right for Zaruvyen. We know this is nothing. But you're going to check this now before you go through this connector. Mm-hmm. And this could still be... I think this has to be TR Bridge at this point. Laser Bridge.
I think so too, because I don't think we have anything left in our Musknights. Yep, there's TR Bridge. Riot Shield for Ruby.
All right. Now time to check that shovel. For absolutely
Shovels,
nothing. No, Mushroom is in Blind's cell. Zaxorai has it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ruby has not been back to Thieves, because it does not have that big key.
Yeah, which is in TR entrance, which is Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah. And that's really where Ruby needs to go right now.
But instead, we're gonna go do Aga 1 because we need to, because this is all dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question then turns into how many blue balls we're gonna get from this Aga fight.
What's your usual guess?
What's your number here, Jaxie? 0 through 15.
I always go for 6.
Is that like your favorite number?
No, I just am always like, to be fair, if you wanted my favorite number, that's much meaner.
What number is that?
12.
Yeah, that would definitely be meaner.
Listen, I always guess 6, and sometimes I was right.
What was the name of that Link to the Past, no major glitches runner who got stuck with the full 15?
Scrivo?
Yeah, that's it. Because they would die for 12 in that fight.
Didn't he get that twice, like, or something like that? I don't know. I've always wanted to see a 15 here in a restream, but I mean, it's so exceedingly rare that, like...
Jaxie, if we get 15 right now, I'm walking off commentary. Because
Same.
you just jinxed our runners. If you're walking off
I don't think
commentary
I
and
can
I'm
finish
walking...
this solo.
If you are walking off commentary and I'm walking off commentary, Tumble Tech and Crazy Gamer, it's all yours. I don't think it's going to be 15, but nice dash there by Zaruvyen.
That is a great hook dash
all the way
there.
up to the post. Zaxorai is upsetting the misses.
Yeah, Zax is... If Zax keeps going right, he is in an ample position to go back to pod.
Mirror is out, but the question is, well, we're going to check Magic Bat first.
Yep.
So, the question is, are we going back in? We have every reason to go back in, but will they go back in?
Yeah, I feel like you turn in Mushroom here and you just immediately go into pod. I feel like you have no incentive not to. So...
Swap big!
Wonderful.
Oh, game, you're so brilliant.
Yeah, I feel like not, like, mirroring back. Yeah. Yep, he goes, not even turning to Mushroom, just goes straight into pod. Yeah,
Yep.
so Ruby is
And
now in danger zone here.
No, this really puts Ruby in dead zone. This is pretty much GG Zax at this stage. It's 9-9 on the dungeons cleared. Now, Zax still needs to locate that Skull Woods at Thieves Town, but now can do so in go mode.
Well, not in go mode right now.
Well,
we still need CT small.
True.
CT small that Zax is missing is on Hobo.
Hobo. Okay, so never mind that. Ruby's on the clock.
Yeah. Zax did not turn into much. Yeah, so at this point, if we're talking the old fearometer, we're taking that very, very, very much to the right now.
Ruby was going to go to Thieves Town. This is going to be Meyer return for Zaruvyen to get that Thieves Big.
Oh, he is going back into fire. Okay.
But right now, I just hope Zaruvyen remembers that they can do TR entrance.
So now this is getting interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting, and we're filled with craziness in this seed.
Yeah, so once Ruby gets his TR big, which he's not going to be happy about, that's going to put Stacks into a very precarious position here.
As soon as Zaruvyen can pull together the pieces together and get to TR entrance.
Yeah, he just needs to get to TR entrance, and then he's in good shape here.
We're going to go into TR. We're going to finish this off. Skullwood's back is located at Thieves Town entrance. Zaxorai still has the entire village of outcasts to do, and also the breadsmith chain to do, and Zaruvyen hates that.
Yeah.
And
all right, what are we doing now, Ruby?
And here's the thing. Right now, you've got to fight your emotions. Zaruvyen knows that if they had full cleared Meyer earlier, now obviously people have been commenting about how Zaruvyen is a stickler for the logic and all of that, but they know that if they had done that earlier, they could have had that that TR big sooner. So who knows what they're thinking at this point, but they're not really feeling that they're in a great spot. You got to get yourself out of that mentality, because right now, if you start to play this seed out with the mindset that you are behind, you might take some more risks and put yourself further out of things here.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, so it's really just the TR entrance.
This is going to be TR completion for Zaruvyen.
Yeah, best to just get this out of the way now.
Yep. And it'll put us back to 10 and 10 on the dungeon completion. Zaxorai will soon get 11 coming up here when they find this Skull Woods in 3, 2, 1. So happy 2 hours, everyone. Just as a table setter for this match, Zaruvyen needs to find the Thieves Big and then the Swamp Small. The Thieves Big is located at Mini Moldorm Cave, which is located at the TR entrance. And then Swamp Small is going to be in the Thieves Small, which the Thieves Big chest, rather. Zaxorai needs to get to the man under the bridge, or hobo, however you call it, where the Castle Tower 2 is located.
So very nice trying skill for Ruby. Alright, so where are we going to now? Ruby is scaling up the mountain.
This looks like we're going to TR right.
Yep.
It is now 10-10 dungeons cleared. With that kill for Zaxorai, it's going to be 11-10.
Yep. We are scaling up the mountain. Looks like we are going to TR entrance here for Ruby. So this is going to be very good because that's going to put Ruby into TR clearing mode.
And Thieves Town is right next to Swamp Palace up here.
Yes.
So Zaxorai now is going to be on the clock, providing Zaruvyen goes and thoroughly does Thieves Town. And Zaxorai remembering that Breadsmith's home is right here at the library.
Yeah, so Zaxorai is currently taking some one-ups off. We have the Smith chain here as well as the purple chest.
And they'll find Sahasrahla while they're doing this.
Yeah, so that will give them a gold sword.
Yeah, they'll put them on equipment equality. And here comes the Thieves' Big for Zaruvyen. It's 2 hours, 3 minutes. You're starting to get into that mindset of, where's that done going to be? Especially when these runners find where the answers to the seed, where the seed is. I could have had this sooner. I'm sure Zaxorai is saying that about the hammer and the glove.
All right, so here's Thieves Town for Ruby.
Yep.
Yep, so at this point, Zax is very much on the clock here, because Ruby is going to run into his go mode here.
Mm-hmm. And really, that clock is sitting at 90 seconds.
Yeah.
That is when Zaruvyen is going to get into go mode. Zaxorai needs to get to Hobo before then. Gonna go check this shovel here. Lumping together checks, I like the idea. It's just unfortunate knowing what we know about. And this race has swung back and forth given how the seed is played out. Given the early advantages that Zaxorai had, given some of the early advantages that Zaruvyen has had. Yeah.
The other thing, especially, like, once you get that swamp small here, it's basically nail in the coffin at this point.
And Swamp Palace is spiral exit, so it's right around the corner from this Thieves Town. Answering the blue ball comment, I don't think we had any.
I wasn't even counting.
So Zaxorai is going to check the Ice Palace entrance coming up here. Do they check the man under the bridge? No, we're going to check the man under the bridge. Not first. We're going to go do this first. Oh, right. Aga, no blue balls because of the all dungeons. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that was a possibility with AD. Mushroom pickup for Zaruvyen, which is absolutely nothing because at 2 hours, 6 minutes. No!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Well, this Yes, change tides. Yeah,
At
that's
2
that's
hours,
it.
6 minutes, 30 seconds, Zaxorai is the first into go mode in a complete switch of events. Blind is down. Green pendant picked up. Zaxorai now needs to go climb the tower, complete this game, and Zaruvyen going back in.
But
that may have just
it's yeah.
that may have just given enough time back here.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. That very, very huge mistake on Ruby's part. Because yeah, that just gave a ton of time back to Zax to be able to close this opportunity.
And Ruby's
What a
gonna be
lot of surprises in this seed.
And Ruby's gonna be beating themselves up when they get this key.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake by Zaruvyen. And already Zaxorai's up to the 5th floor.
Yep.
And Zaruvyen's about to get this big key. 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 23 seconds.
Yeah, this is not a good feeling right here.
Yeah.
Swap small.
Yep.
And he's
Get
just
to the
like,
mirror as fast as he possibly can.
Yeah. Like, I will tell you what Ruby's saying. He's probably saying
And
stuff that we cannot replicate here on CS.
What Zaruvyen is saying right now is nothing compared to what they're going to be saying in about a minute and, well, maybe more like 2 minutes from now, when they see the dot done finish, and they were in a position where they could have won it if they had not made that move.
Yeah, this lead is... It's not monumental, but it's definitely ahead.
It's a gifted lead. It's a gifted lead. Ganon is located at the Lumberjack. The only thing that Zaxorai needs to wait out for is they gotta go wait for the mirror transition, which again is just a few seconds. But here comes number 6 for Zaxorai.
That's Agate 1 down, and that is the final down.
And they're going to be the first one into Ganon here. I'm surprised they didn't choose to just mirror and do the save and quit to Sanctuary, which is at Lost Woods.
I mean, both works. I mean, Zaxorai has all the time in the world right now.
They do not. I mean, little they know how close Ruby is, in the sense that.
I mean, Ruby is right behind them, but like, he's also into the Ganon fight, and with gold swords and silvers, like.
Yep.
But like,
it's just that you still don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, of course.
You just got to play this clean for Zaxorai.
Yeah, a mistake would turn the tide, but given our equipment, I don't think that's going to happen.
It shouldn't happen, but we just saw weird things happen throughout this entire seed. So I
Yeah.
don't want to say anything until the crossing of the bridge. But this should do it. An unbelievable turnaround of events as Zaxorai is going to claim this race and go to 3-1. Oh my! And there's the dot done. 2 hours, 12 minutes, even. For official time, 2:11:59. They caught it just in time. But, oh my goodness. The twists, the turns.
This was absolutely exciting.
We had the race to commentate here, Jaxie. It didn't seem like
Absolutely.
at periods that we were going to have as exciting of a finish, but at the end, this turned out to be an excellent race between these two. And there's the final hit to Ganon for Zaruvyen. Get your GGs in chat for Zaruvyen. It's a 1 minute plus difference that could possibly have been a whole different story. In the end, 1 minute and 11 seconds. Officially 1 minute and 13 seconds.
We are joined by Ruvi. Ruvi, GG's.
Let's see if Zax wants to join us before I start talking.
Yeah,
they're sitting in the
we
waiting-
have some
they're-
comments.
They're in the
For
waiting
whom?
room, so
For whom exactly?
We are joined.
they're in the
by
waiting room,
Ruvi.
so let's get them in
Ruvi,
here.
for you.
Wyvern said calmly. GG, Zax.
GG.
What?
Yeah.
What
they're sitting in
happened?
the
We
wait-
have some
they're-
comments.
Oh,
Screw
right.
you,
They're in the
conditional
waiting
key
room, so-
logic.
They're in the waiting room, so let's get them in. Yeah, that was
Uh,
going to be one of about
uh.
32 different questions we were going to have about this,
GG.
because we know that the whole setup with you getting back to Meyer was going to take you figuring out where these keys were.
You know, I can't figure out where these keys are if I don't know where the third key is until I find it behind the big key that's in the cutscene chest. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie to you. Conditional key logic might be one of the worst things that they did to this randomizer.
Yeah, and everything was looking really good. You were in ample position, and then Thieves Town
Ugh.
was
Well,
was-
both of you wound up just taking twists and turns. We'll build up to the climatic point at the very end.
Mhm.
For example, you went to Flute 2 and Potion Shop a lot sooner, Zaruvyen. So you got the hammer, and then you got the glove, and then you got a small key to this dungeon.
Had a lot trying to figure out how do I get this glove if my other glove is in the well. Where's my fourth pod key? Well, it's not in freaking Rando room, I'll tell you that.
That is correct. 2 small keys in Randall room.
Really made you think about it.
Yeah, we had a long time trying to figure out how we were even supposed to get onto the mountain, to get the lamp, to get the moon pearl.
I still don't quite know if I figured out how to get to the mountain. I'm sure I have, and just I'm staring at my tracker and going, well, I feel dumb right now. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I'm feeling about this one too at this stage. So for over on Zaxorai's side, nice mirror in Meyer's shed.
Ew.
Beautiful mirror.
Oh, I reflect on that mirror and go, oh, I should have had this as soon as I saved the old man.
hmm And we were wondering how long it was going to take for you to get back over into that direction, but
See,
The-
what does the mirror actually do, though?
it makes you scratch your head.
I mean, there are a lot of things that make you scratch your head when you're playing 80 Crosskeys.
Exactly. We have 2 hours and 13 minutes of trying to figure this stuff out. Then the other question mark became that TR Big versus the Ice Rod for Zaxorai. That was the only check you had left in Pod, and it took you quite a while to get back there.
Yeah, I was going to do a South Dark World route going that way, but whenever I got spit out from Super Bunny Cave at the top of Bumper Ledge, I just decided to go and clear everything on the north side. And that included Pod at the time.
And that wound up being a big thing because that allowed you. I mean, the first time you got in, you were able to get everything but one check. So you were able to get that hammer. You were able to get the glove, and then you're able to beat the dungeon. Then you left the one thing away. And the other thing that was going to be the question mark was you getting to the man under the bridge. And thankfully, in your case, you were able to lump it together with doing the breadsmith chain and the purple chest.
Well, I do not have much else left. There, I have C-shaped house I did not check, and then dungeon checks, Swamp Palace big chest, Skullwood's big chest, and the Hera checks.
Wait, you found big keys I didn't find? What the heck?
No,
no.
But the Skullwood's big.
Hold on.
I mean, that's all I've had left.
I mean, you have the swamp big chest.
Yes.
Where is that? Hold on. So
it was somewhere.
It was in
I
Hyrule
forgot.
somewhere.
I was so late to Pod. My mid game was just like 35 minutes of dungeon rush.
You should have taken my heart rate going to Helma on 5 hearts. Oh my gosh, I'm sure it was like
Oh my goodness,
165 or something. Like
that was a solid fight given your equipment at that stage.
Yeah, 5 hearts, fighter's sword, hammer, and a bow. I mean, you can't ask for much more except, you know, a little bit of safety maybe. And you're doing it in the dark with a fire rod. Fire rod is great for doing pod. If you played enough casual boots or other non-entrance modes, fire rod is absolutely a good substitute for doing Palace of Darkness. You don't need the lamp. Screw the lamp. I found the lamp. I'm like, okay, oh, now what's my logic? Because I thought the lamp got me up here. So where the hell is the flute? I never figured out how I get to the mountain.
We never found the flute.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I believe... I believe the mountain logic is to go through TR right at Saha to get into the Dark World at TR left, and then fall down through Spec Rock, because that Spec Rock drop is the old man exit.
Yeah, I have it marked. I have the Donk rocks, the Dark Links, like the bomb shop rocks marked as going. I didn't mark the other side because I didn't care to bomb jump it. Naturally, in my situation. But I'm sitting here going, what the heck? I mean, I'm expecting there to be a lamp or a flute in what would have been Desert Left through Desert East at, you know, Desert Back. And I find the lamp in a blind set on the mountain. I'm like, okay, what in the shit is this?
We were expecting the solution to the logic to be in that ice.
What is expected by the seed, and I don't see it. Like, I don't see it because I have so much noise in front of me, because I have so many things to do. And I think I'm out of item caves, and I'm right. And then I go to Meyer left side. I'm like, oh, this was the answer the entire time. And then I get the mushroom. And then I get the mushroom in Swamp Small Go mode. I'm like, I didn't mark the magic shop, and I know I bought a potion.
Oh, that's the reason why you went back.
That is why I looped back into Thieves Town. Because somebody was an idiot and didn't go straight to the big chest on his way to blind, and then lost himself. We have a minute and 13 of gap. I could have been like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
so
it was. It was it was your decision to skip Thieves' big chest. I don't know if that was a decision or just an accident.
I wasn't decisioned. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't mark this. I need to see where this is, and then an autopilot. I'm just going to blind.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that cost you the race.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay, because we had a good time. We were expecting all the settings, but from what it sounds like, this is a Tale of Two Seeds, and I think that makes a good restream.
It was twists and turns. It, like, yeah.
Zaxorai, if you were here, I would shake your hand, man. This was a good game.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Good luck at
All
4
right.
and 1.
Thank you. Good luck with your next race.
Yeah, actually 2 and 3
Yeah.
and 1, not 4 and 1.
Yeah.
You'll get 4 and 1. You'll get
Yes.
there. There's a lot of
Yep.
opponents you can beat. Oh, I owe a personal thing to Mr. Zaffikel. It's pronounced tooth. There you go. Watched last night to know.
Yep. Oh, that was a crazy restream. Go ahead and watch that match over on the VOD channel. But yeah, so Zaxorai is going to be moving up to 3 and 1, and Zaruvyen is going to be moving to 2 and 2 as we close out week 4 on restreams. Nothing on the schedule for tomorrow, but that could change depending on whether we have sufficient crew.
I mean, it's the final day of week number 4, so who knows?
Lots that could happen here. You have plenty of matches that could make a big difference moving into the later weeks, because we're only doing 7 weeks instead of 8 this year.
This year.
Imagine 8 matches a week. That'd be boring.
Sure thing. Where would you like to have me find the time to?
I'm sure you and I could find a little bit of time.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a pleasure getting to call one of your matches, Zaruvyen.
Thanks for putting this on. I know you guys kind of just jumped on it. I know you jumped on it, Rick. I don't know what Jaxie's story is, but I think you just kind of went.
I convinced Rick to jump on this one. Sorry.
I call bullshit. The Wyvern said.
No,
calmly.
I swear to
The
God,
Wyvern
this
said
was actually-
calmly.
No, I was literally just like, oh, hey, a Ruby match at a time that Rick can also come. I'm gonna go ask him if we can come.
And then we get all dungeons, and I say, what did I get myself into?
Can I put my opponent on the spot for just a second? He's calling me out
Yes.
in GMP earlier this afternoon going, oh, wow, you're just like, sure, whatever. How about we just get all of the settings? Let's get inverted 80 key drop with no boots or flute. How does that sound? I'm like, Zax, that sounds amazing. Let's do it. And then it didn't happen. I still call to impeach the mayor. If you're not going to give me key drop, if you're not going to give me more than 50%, then what the hell are you here for? Get out of here.
Listen, you could be Leaf getting base settings and they have like a whole bunch of settings on randomized.
And then hit the 1 in 64 against Furious Magic this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a good game too. Let's be completely honest.
Was that match restreamed?
No, that didn't get a restream because of timing, but all 6 settings that were on for Furious Magic versus Windblown Leaf were turned on. That includes inverted, key drop, starting flute, Zelda Woods, pseudo boots, and something else.
Was it completionist?
It was Mirror Scroll. No, it.
Just in the
Oh,
failed
no.
race against Yoinker's wife.
Yeah, Jarek and Yoinkers had a completionist seed that took Yoinkers like 4 hours, and Jarek had quit like 2.5 hours sooner
Yeah,
with a tech
because
issue.
she
Oh
had-
my god.
Because her flash cart crashed.
Yeah,
No.
they reran that race back. I won't talk about the result, but I see they did not get completionist again. And for players of a caliber a little bit less experienced, you don't want to see them having to do absolutely everything when Logic
Yeah.
is
But they
throwing
still
everything but the kitchen sink at you.
Yeah, but they still got key drops, so that was a wild time.
I am once again demanding the mayor roll me key drop in this tournament, bar none.
I was hoping that you would get key drop. I don't know key drop logic, but I was hoping it for you guys.
You can send your bribes to Tresco.
No, I'm going to blame Tresco.
That's fine. Tres will find those blames coming up here in about 7 hours when they wake. Big shout outs to Tres, by the way.
Yeah.
Zax, who you hoping to pull at 3-1?
I don't even know who's in 3-1. I need to pull it up.
There's a lot of really strong people at 3-1, including Leaf, who unfortunately did fall to Fury in that oops all the settings game.
Yeah, I was
Let's
just looking
see.
at my week 2. I had inverted key drop completionist during week 2.
Okay, 2 of those settings are okay. One of them
wonder which
requires
one
you
is
to do all the things.
I mean, we could have another battle of the Z's as you go up against either Zafikil or Zenithswert.
I just want somebody that has settings picked. I put random on everything. I enjoy not knowing what we're getting.
My man.
Well,
Do the ultimate chaos.
In that
Yeah.
case, be glad you didn't fall to 2 and 2 because all I had was potential pseudo-boosts.
Oof.
Yeah,
Hey-
as we climb up in the weeks, we're going to be seeing much more interesting matchups here.
Yeah, week 4 coming to an end tomorrow. 2 matches on the docket for tomorrow. You have Kate Sith versus Gentleman and Centroid versus CD Improv, both at 5 o'clock Eastern. That will wrap it up for week number 4. Then the bot will assign the week 5s, and then more chaos will ensue here in the Crosskeys tournament. More chaos like what we had tonight, Jaxie.
Yeah, absolutely. This was absolutely a fantastic match to be able to calm, even more fantastic to restream.
Let's give a big thank you to Crazed Gamer and Tommeltech for clicking the buttons, tracking things, and if the runners, I'll give them one final chance to say something. If they don't have anything else to say, I'll hand it back over to you, Jesse.
Thank you for the restream, and GG again, Ruby.
Yeah, GG Zax, good luck. Keep going. You're a great guy. I love it. You're underrated, honestly. I look at race time and I see a 600-point difference. I'm like, bullshit.
I've been noticing Zaxorai in a lot more of these pickup races, so I know though that score is going to continue to get higher and higher. So I've got confidence in you, Zax.
Race time is like, oh, it's like whose line? The logic doesn't
Points
matter,
don't
and the points
matter.
mean nothing.
Yep.
Now let's play a game called Hoedown. This is all for all 4
No,
of you.
get out of here!
Oh,
Get out of here,
God.
dude! All right, so we're gonna mute Rick for the rest of the interview. No, seriously, Rick and Jaxie, thank you for putting this on. I got advance notice that I was on restream, and that got into my head. Good job.
Did you realize? Did you know that we were the ones that were doing the comms?
Yes, because
Oh, they know-
unfortunately,
you know,
I'm friends with both of you.
Yes.
Now, to be completely honest, I was hoping at some point to get something so I can look like a fool on restream. I'm glad it was tonight because 80 Crosskeys is not something you see every day. To play it against Zaxorai was absolutely a treat. And you're seeing
Yeah.
it like a 2:12:30 average finish time. Let's be completely honest here. If anyone in the Crosskeys community could take their sum of seeds and say, I'd love to have a 2:12:30 average finish time and not do all dungeons, they'd take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to get it with these settings, with pseudo boots, that feels pretty good. Yeah, ZSR, you guys have been fun. I've watched games, I've calmed games, I've just kind of held out and hoped for long. We'll have a lot of fun. Thanks for holding this tournament every single year, because it puts a ton of content for everyone to gawk at.
It's our pleasure here at CSR.
And I think with that, let's hand it over to you, Jaxie, to wrap things up.
Thanks, Rick. So this was absolutely amazing show for both of our runners. If you liked what you saw, be sure to give both of our runners a follow, Zaruvyen and Zaxorai. I want to thank Rick for joining me on comms. I hope we get to comm again sometime because this was absolutely fun and fantastic. I also want to give a thanks to our 2 trackers, TommelTalk13 and Crazed Gamer, for helping click the buttons, and all the crew helping to put on this broadcast. I don't have any further announcements for you. Our raid target is going to be the Otters for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Jaxie from ZeldaSpeedRuns, signing off.